So, hello and welcome to ESI Birmingham. This is our first event outside of London, so a very exciting time for us. We were delighted to be working with ESL UK for this, ahead of the historic first UK major, the Dota 2 ESL One Birmingham event, which starts tomorrow. We'd also like to thank Intel, PwC and the NEC Group for helping to support the event, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. So, James, Dean, the first major in the UK starts tomorrow. How does it feel to be the ones hosting it?
I can't believe it's here. Absolutely incredible. We were starting to talk about this in Q1. To actually, the day come is amazing with a full audience.
With a full house. So why do you think, assuming you do, why do you see the UK as being particularly well placed to become a global hub of the esports industry?
I think already we've shown the strengths in our talent from the UK. Certainly the gaming industry, we're the second largest gaming industry in Europe, fifth largest in the world. From a media perspective as well, there's the media rights, we're the second largest media rights industry in the world after the US. We're a very, very creative country, and we've got a huge amount to offer from an educational standpoint as well. So I think in terms of the structure of the UK as an entirety, I think there's a huge opportunity for us to really claw back some of that esports business globally.
Couldn't agree more. So last one, nice and easy. We've had the first Esports Insider conference outside of London today, ESI Birmingham. How have you enjoyed the day?
Yeah, congratulations. It's fantastic. It's been a wonderful day. I've thoroughly enjoyed the content, as usual. I always love an ESI event. It's fabulous to see it standing on its own 2 feet as well, away from being part of the SBC conference. I really look forward to London.
Thank you very much, James. So, Ian, thank you very much for having us today at ESI Birmingham. Can you tell us, how does it feel to be the host venue of the UK's first esports major?
Thanks, Sam. I said to you earlier, I think I'm absolutely delighted to be the home of esports in the UK for the first Dota 2 major. We're over the moon that it chose Birmingham over many other European cities and other destinations. So we genuinely feel that we're making history here today, and it's just fantastic to be part of it. You can feel the energy in the city, in the room today at ESI, and it's just been a fantastic learning experience for us all so far.
For sure. So, the fastest selling Dota 2 major in history, right? That can't be bad. Over 15,000 people coming to Arena Birmingham. Loads of fans flooding the city. It's pretty good. So could you maybe share some thoughts on how you see the UK esports scene and how you see esports in the UK developing after this?
Yeah, the demand was massive, as you said. We increased the capacity of the event 3 times because the demand was so great. We sold out in record time, similar to some of our high-profile music shows. It was phenomenal. It took us by surprise, if we're honest, but it clearly shows there's a demand out there in the market. But I think for me, it's the first time. There's always high demand for a first event. So I think we need to proceed with caution, maybe not overstretch ourselves too soon, because we've got a lot of years ahead of us and we want to make sure that we get it right. And I think working with ESL and people in the room today talking about esports and how that's going to grow globally and for the UK and doing that right, everybody's got a vested interest there, so we're part of that community now and delighted to use our experience to help grow events like ESL. Yeah, who knows, next time it could be a full week, it could be 30,000 people, 40,000 people, who knows where we could take it to, but I think it's looking really good for us for now. So, but first off, let's get this one out of the way this weekend. We can't wait for it to get open tomorrow morning, and fingers crossed it all goes well.
I'm sure it will. Well, Ian, you might be happy to be involved, but we're very happy to have you. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for coming again.
So, Andy, esports and PwC. Can you tell me when you personally and PwC first came across esports?
Well, I think it was about 18 months ago. My sort of social network had been banging on about esports being the next big thing, etc., etc. And I'd sort of taken it with a pinch of salt up until then, and then I thought I'll have a proper look at it. And so from a personal perspective, but then also then looking within PwC of what we've done both locally and nationally and global, we've done very little. So actually I wanted to pull all that together and see where we could fit in, if indeed we can, in the ecosystem that is esports.
For sure. I mean, because I think it might confuse some people, but why, can you tell us, are PwC interested in being involved in the esports industry, and how do you see yourselves as being able to help grow it and help professionalise it?
Well, I think the main thing at the minute is we're learning about it. So we are relatively new to the party, and every conference I go to, every conversation I have, I'm always learning bits and pieces. And there's definitely a support infrastructure we can put in there at the moment, and from the short and long term, making various time investments, etc. Because what we, every time we have a conversation, as I said, or get a bit of advisory stuff going on, we learn about the industry a bit more. So at the moment, it's still doing all that sort of initial early stage due diligence, if you like.
Of course. So you guys got involved and helped support our ESI Birmingham conference today. Thank you very much for that. Can you tell us why you chose to do that?
So it's all part of that learning process I just mentioned, where, you know, I've attended a couple of events. I was at the Stamford Bridge ESI event a few weeks ago. I've done various other, in Cannes, I did the esports bar and various other conversations that I've been having. And this was the next step. And it's been great to be able to actually participate and talk and give just a few high-level perceptions of what we think the industry is about and its direction of travel. But, you know, very mindful that it is early days and we are still learning about it.
Of course. Well, Andy, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the major, and we'll see you soon.
Will do. Thanks.